Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Hold on. Top of the morning, 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 top of the morning. Hold on. Top of the morning, 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 top of the morning. Hold on.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Juan Gotti checking in for episode number 9 of the Top of the Morning Show. Let me go ahead and get it right. I always get it mixed up. I always click background instead of overlay. There we go. We're looking spiffy this morning. It is episode 9. It is currently 9:03 a.m. And it is a nice Wednesday morning. And the Washington Commanders continue the off-season surge. A lot of stuff has been going on with the Washington Commanders lately. I mean, we had just had owner Josh Harris talk, and kind of talk about the future and what his plans is with the team moving forward as far as upgrades to the facility and, new stadium, etc., reflecting on the last year. He made some upgrades to the video room. If you guys ain't checking the media room, he made a significant upgrade to that. So it looked good. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but a lot of this show today is going to be based on us talking about all of the free agents and potential trades that can go down for Washington, because if you guys have been paying attention, there have been star players that, like Myles Garrett, that have been linked to Washington, Cooper Kupp, same as him. And we're going to talk about that and also some free agents as well, because I want people to understand, we no longer are a team in which we can, it's far-fetched. Every single star player that goes on the trade block or hits free agency, yes, we can literally try to get them. I'm telling you, in the past, we'll be like, nah, man, it's no way he'll want to come to Washington. There is just no way. But now that we're a good team and we're a team competing for Lombardis and stuff like that, and we got all that pushing all us forward, and we have a good quarterback, people are going to want to come play for us, man. No matter how many people we sign or don't sign, they're going to want to come play for us. So we're going to talk all about that today as well, because we gotta talk about some of these potential trades and free agents. First thing I do want to talk about, though, is how are y'all doing? Of course, as you know, I want to check on y'all, make sure y'all good. How's y'all week going thus far? Hopefully, this show right here can get you going through your day, because it's halfway through the week. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be Friday very, very soon. So you stay down. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to get to the weekend in just a couple of days. It's hump day. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Had to get up early to knock this out. Then we're gonna record some videos. I may stream a little bit later again. And obviously we gotta go get that working. Um, but let's start by talking about the news of Myles Garrett potentially being a Washington Commander. I want to talk about that. Even though I made a video on it yesterday, make sure you guys go check that out as well. As soon as I saw the news, I immediately thought Washington would be a perfect fit. Like, I'm not even just saying that because we're a team. Um, that's my team. I'm being honest. Like, even if I wasn't a Commanders fan, but I watched the Commanders and knew what they struggled at, I would say, oh yeah, edge rusher for sure. Myles Garrett, he requested a trade out of Cleveland. He doesn't want to be there anymore, and I mean, I don't blame him. He's been there since 2017, and he's been through multiple rebuilds. He has more rebuilds under that organization than he does playoff appearances. And it gets to a point where you as a player, you're tired of money. You're tired of personal accolades, because at the end of the day, I don't care what people tell you. I don't care how they end up as players. They originally play sports to win championships. They play sports to be the best. They play sports to be on the best teams. And when you get to a point in your career where it's like, okay, I was a Myles Garrett was the first pick in the 2017 draft, if I can remember correctly. So he was the first pick. So he already had money on coming off being a rookie. Then he signs a 5-year contract extension, and I think it's like 125 mil. Could be wrong on that, but I thought it was something crazy like that. Um, 5-year extension, and he got more money, and he's constantly putting up double-digit sack seasons. I mean, he's just coming off a season where he had 14 sacks. Myles Garrett has only had one season in which he only had single-digit sacks, and that was his rookie year. Every year since then, he's had no less than 10 sacks. And at a point, it gets to where you're like, bro, I'm doing so good, but like it's not worth anything because we're not going anywhere in the postseason. We're not playing January, February football, and that's where I want to be. So I definitely want to go somewhere where I can, play and contribute. And that's where Myles Garrett is at. This is not an act for a new contract because, I mean, he's still getting paid good money. He does have 1 year left on his deal, but, I mean, it's Cleveland, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure if they were going to, he's one of their only priority players that they could ill afford to lose. So if they was going to pay him, they was going to pay him if he was all about the money. But that's not the case for Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett wants to go somewhere in which he can contribute and he can win. So I think we're a good fit for him because we need edge rusher help bad. We know this year we struggled stopping the run. We struggled getting to the quarterback on a consistent basis. We had guys like Dante Fowler playing out of their body, you know what I'm saying, getting 10.5 sacks. No disrespect to Tay Fowler, I love Tay Fowler, but that's not him for real. That's not really who he is. We Myles Garrett, that's who he really is. Consistently double-digit sacks, and we need that. We need a person that's going to threaten the pass rush. I mean, threaten the passer like that. You know how much great that defense would be, how much pressure it would take off the secondary if the defensive line just was better. So I definitely would trade for Myles Garrett. I don't even care what I have to give up. I don't even think he's gonna fetch as much as I originally thought. Like, I originally went into this thing with like the thought process of, oh man, it's Myles Garrett. We may gotta give up, a first round, 2 first round picks. But then again, middle of me recording my video, I was like, bro, we've seen trades in the past where teams did not have to give up nearly as much as we thought for a specific player. And Myles Garrett is pushing 30. He just turned 29, so he is pushing 30. He's on the last year of his deal. So I definitely understood where we could be coming in like, hey, we're not giving up that much. But even if we have to go up our pick 29, I'm fine with that. I really am, because That's the thing that I also want to get a lot of fans to understand is we're now in a position and we're headed into a direction in which we're going to be picking very, very late into these draft classes. So that being said, not saying you can't find no good first round talent at 29. For sure you can. But you can afford to lose your first round pick because it's basically a second round pick. It ain't like it's the first pick overall. It ain't like it's the fifth pick overall. It ain't like it's the 10th pick overall. It's the 29th pick. And if you're exchanging that to get a caliber player of a Myles Garrett, why not? Because at the end of the day, even if you're not giving up this first year, let's say you have to give a 2026 first round pick, you're going all in. So your expectation is okay, you can have my 2026 first round pick because I'm not expecting to be picking nowhere close. So like nowhere high. Back in 30, 31, 32, that's where I expect to pick. So if that's what it takes to get Myles Garrett, by all means, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thought process behind it. Is like I would love Myles Garrett here. I think we have the perfect situation that he can come into. We need him. He wants to come. He wants to come play for a winner, which we've proven this year that we can be, and we're on our way to doing. And we have the third most salary cap in the NFL. So even if his contract does end after this year, we can extend him if we want. You know what I'm saying? Or he could be a 1 year rental. Whatever. But I don't think you trade for a Myles Garrett. It's not like he's falling off. So I don't think you trade for a Myles Garrett for him to be a 1 year rental. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on it. Go get Myles Garrett. A lot of analysts have us linked to Myles Garrett. So wouldn't be surprised if it got if it got if it went through. Next up, I want to talk about Cooper Kupp. Okay, so Cooper Kupp, he's an interesting topic, and I'm gonna make a video on this a little bit later. He's an interesting topic because a lot of people are intrigued with Cooper Kupp. A lot of people want Cooper Kupp, and for me, it's like I'm not gonna say why, but I think there's better out there than Cooper Kupp, like Chris Godwin. That's who I want if we were to go the veteran route. Cooper Kupp is 31, and outside of this Triple Crown year, I think he's only had one other 1,000-yard season. So maybe, just maybe, he's not all cracked up to be what we thought or what we think he is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not that. And you would have to trade for Cooper Kupp, might I add. So are you willing to give up pieces for Cooper Kupp, a guy that hasn't necessarily done anything since that Triple Crown year, and then before that Triple Crown year, he's only had one extra season in which he went over 1,000 yards? I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in that, to be honest with you. Like I said, there's other you could do out there. I think I'd take a Nick Westbrook-Akina over Cooper Kupp at this point of his career. I don't know what happened to Cooper Kupp. Like, after that Triple Crown year, bro, I thought, oh my God, Cooper Kupp is the next, you know what I'm saying? He's the next guy. And then Puka Nacua comes in, and now he's the guy. They're exiting him out of the lineup. They're literally looking to trade him. And Cooper Kupp, it's so real. Cooper Kupp even made a post about it. So he knows he's done in LA. And if we trade from the Rams are kind of in a Denver Broncos, Russell Wilson kind of situation because they want to get him gone so bad that they're willing to eat the salary cap of the dead cap money that is going to be required to get rid of him out of that contract. And it's like, wow, like you would think Cooper Kupp did something outrageously, bad, and it's not that. It's just he's just not what he was that one year. That 1 year, he's just not what he was, and that was a 1 year, 1 season kind of thing. So they have a potential out coming up this off season. They have a potential out with him, and they'll take $22 million in dead cap, and they're willing to eat that in order to get him off the books. You know what I'm saying? And if you're trading for Cooper Kupp, you're going to have to pay him $12 million and $14 million in 2025 and 2026. Are you willing to pay that to a bona fide wide receiver too? I'm personally not. I wouldn't do that. Like, at least with Chris Godwin, he's 28. And at least with Chris Godwin, I know he's going to give me 1,000 yards when healthy. Cooper Kupp, he hasn't got 1,000 yards since, that Triple Crown year? So 2024, he had 710 yards. 2020, he played in how many games? In 2023, he had 737 yards. In 2022, he had 812 yards. 2021 was his insane Triple Crown year. Damn, that was crazy that was 2021, bro. That was 2021. That is insane how long ago that was. That's crazy that 2021 was basically 4 years ago, bro. What the hell? Where is time gone? But I didn't know the background music wasn't playing, y'all. My fault. Let's go with this one. Then in 2019, he had 1,161 yards. 2018, 500, and in 2017, 800. So 2017, 800 is rookie year. So he's only had 2 1,000-yard seasons, and he's 31. Might I add? So him being 31 and him basically being a bona fide number 2. I mean, in my opinion, shit. If you're looking at the Cooper Kupp, bro, you might as well just re-sign De'Ami Brown, because I think De'Ami Brown could get you 67 receptions for 710 yards and 6 touchdowns in a full season of him getting the opportunities that he did that he got in the postseason. I think De'Ami's capable of that if he gets the same opportunities as, let's say, a Cooper Kupp does. But let's go ahead and see how many games he also played, because that's a lot. That's a big factor of why people don't want Chris Godwin, because they say he's too injury prone. Well, Cooper Kupp himself misses quite a bit of games as well. Let me see, where does it say his how many games? So he played in 12 games this year, and he started 11. He played in 12 in 2023, and he played in 9 in 2022. 2021, he played in all 17 games. 2020, he played in 15 games. 19, 16, 2018, 8 games. 2017, 15 games. So for the last, let's say, 3 years, he's missed a couple games. 2020 is the one season in which it stands out where he missed a lot of games. He played only in 9 games that year. So if you go to my guy, who I want more than Cooper Kupp, it's Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin missed his last game was October 21st. He got injured versus the Ravens. He broke his ankle, and he was out for the rest of the year. Before that, though, Chris Godwin, may I add, he had, let's see, that 2024 year where he got hurt this past season against the Ravens before he went out, he had how many yards on the season? He had 576 yards before he went out and 5 touchdowns. So you can't tell me he wouldn't have had over 1,000 yards. Prior to that, Chris Godwin had 1,000 yards in 23, 1,000 yards in 2022, 1,000 yards in 2021, 800 yards in 2020 because I think he missed some games. 1,300 yards in 2019, and his first 2 seasons he had 517 and 18, 842. So stands for the season where he got hurt. Let me see if 2020, how many games he played in 2020? 2020 he played 12 games, so that's quite a big games, and it was still 16 during those times. So He missed just 4 games a year, and he put up 800 yards. So stands for 3 seasons. And you really could say 2 because 2024, he got hurt, and you don't know what he was capable of. But stands for 3 seasons. Chris Godwin is getting you 1,000 yards a season. And that's who I want. That's who I hope Washington goes out and get. This free agency. Alongside, let's say, T. Higgins, or let's say somebody you draft, a speed demon you decide to draft. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would decide to do if I'm Washington. Because I'm all about consistency, who can contribute. And I know if we get Chris Godwin, he's 28, bro. He's 28. He's younger than Terry McLaurin, bro. And he's been in the league since 2017. That being Chris Godwin. And he is 28. He still got a lot of good ball left in him, man. I'm telling y'all, go get Chris Godwin. Every year stands for this year, literally this year. He only missed 7. He missed 7 games this year because of injury. Before that, he played in all 17 last year. He played in 15 in 2022. He played in 21. In 21, he played in 14. In 2020, he played in 12. In 2019, he played in 14. 2018, he played in 16. 2017, he played in 16. So stands for this season that he got hurt. He is available. He is available. Man, go get Chris Godwin, bro. We need to stop playing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We need to stop playing and go get Chris Godwin. That's who I want. If you look at the other free agents, though, you got Stephon Diggs. That's another guy that I personally want. I know people are going to say, oh, diva this, diva that. First of all, man, I ain't trying to hit that. 31, and I'm sure all he want to do is win. All he want to do is win at this point. I don't know if Houston's going to bring him back. I don't know. At this point of his career, I would assume he got all the money in the world. He got all the accolades in the world. I just assume he wants to win at this point. So, if I'm Chris, I would get Stephon Diggs as well. Because before 2024, 1,000-yard season. Man, we ain't got to go through the accolades with SD. We know how good SD is. But 1,100 yards in 2023 with Buffalo, his last season. 1,400 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,500 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards in 2018 with Minnesota. 800 yards 2017, 900 yards 2016, and his first season 2015, 700. We know how good Stephon Diggs is. 31 years old. He's coming off a torn ACL. Before that, though, before he tore his ACL, similar to Chris Godwin, he played in every single game for the most part. In 2023, he played 17. 2022, he played in 16. 2021, he played in 17. 2020, he played in 16. 2019, he played in 15. 2018, he played in 15. 2017, he played in 14. 2013, he played in 13. And 2015, he played in 13 as well. Man, I'd rather SD over Cooper Kupp. Bring him home, man. Let him finish his career out at home, bro. And he still could be a good contributor. And again, with these guys right here that I'm naming, you don't necessarily not have to address anything else as well. You can get more. You can get more as well. You can get Stephon Diggs and also a young guy, or you can get Stephon Diggs and another stellar receiver alongside him. I'm telling y'all, man, don't sleep on Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, bro. I like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Now, again, you go out and you make a Nick Westbrook-Ikhine move, I'm still going to expect you to do more than Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. But I like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. So I definitely would look at his way as well. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, let's look at his stats. So and mind you, he played in Tennessee, so it ain't like it's gonna be godly numbers, by the way. So he doesn't have insane stats, but he's a solid 3-4. And he's 6'2", 211. And every time we play him, he seems to dog us. So there's options out there, man. There's options out there for sure. Okay, so now I want to do this exercise with you where we go through all of Washington's free agents and we look at who we want to bring back and who we don't want to, and who we want to let go. Again, it's your man Juan Gotti, episode number 9 of Top of the Morning Show. I urge you guys to comment anything that you have to say, because we will have a segment in which we go to you guys' comments in the comment section. So this is your time to get your questions, comments, concerns answered down below. So I would do it if I was you. But let's go ahead and look at all of Washington's. Give me 1 second so I can pull it up here. All of Washington's 2024 or 2025 free agents. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Again, you're tapped into episode number 9 of Top of the Morning Show, hosted by yours truly, Juan Gotti. It's 9:27 a.m. here on the East Coast. Here in the DMV region, it is 34 degrees. Let's go ahead and look at the Commanders 2025 free agents class, and let's see who we want to bring back and who we want to let go. Let's go. So, first up, you got Bobby Wagner. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? That's a no-brainer. He played in all of our snaps this year. Bobby Wagner played in 99% of our snaps. Let that sink in. 34 years old. Bobby Wagner played in 99% of our snaps. I want him back. And I'm sure he'll be back. I'm more than certain he'll be back. Next up, you got quarterback Marcus Mariota. I'll be honest with you. I want Marcus Mariota back. I would love to have him back here as the backup quarterback for the Washington Commanders moving forward. The thing is, I've heard that there's some interest from Las Vegas and who was the other team? I think Miami, that I saw that they were interested in Marcus Mariota. And those are two teams, and those are two places in which they need key backups because they could potentially play. And I'm pretty sure Mariota probably wants to go somewhere where he can play somewhat, because he knows it isn't happening here. But if he wants to just end his career off and ride into the sunset, I think it's the perfect landing spot for him, man. I think he should stay here and just finish off his career here. But we'll see. But if it's up to me, I want him back. Safety Jeremy Chin. This is one that's interesting for a lot of people out there. For me, though, I want him back. I know he's not the fastest. I know he isn't the best in coverage, but I think you get Jeremy Chin another season in Joe Witt Jr.'s defense, and that allows Joe Witt to realize what more he can do with him. We had Jeremy Chin over the top a lot this season. You know what I'm saying? And I think his best work is down by the line of scrimmage, down in the box safety tackling machine, blitzing the quarterback kind of guy. Not saying that he can't play over the top, but remember Landon Collins a couple years ago didn't want to adopt the role of a rover. That's what I think Jeremy Chin's best work is. Now, again, he can play over the top as a strong safety and, deep zones at times, but I think he's better over the middle of the field, man. Line of scrimmage, around there, just lurking. I want him back, though. I want Jeremy Chin back as well. After Jeremy Chin, you got KJ Osborne. I think I speak for everybody when we say we're good off KJ Osborne. I think I do. I think I can confidently say no to KJ Osborne. Next up, you got Cleveland Ferrell. Nah, I'm good off Cleveland Ferrell. He was okay at times. But he's no one that you must have back. Right. If he's back, cool, I guess, for some depth purposes, but nah, he's cool. He's good. Trustway, duh. That's another one of those, what are we talking about? Like, this is Trustway. Of course I want Trustway back. Like, duh. Best punter I've ever witnessed. You know, Sam Rocca. Remember Sam Rocca? Have I only experienced 2 punters in my lifetime? That's a good question. Because remember, I'm 21. And I've been a Commanders, Redskin, watch football team fan all my life. Don't get me wrong. But like the time I could vividly start remembering football probably was like, I don't know. I have memories of Jason Campbell though. Like playing. Maybe I have memories of Jason Campbell playing for the Raiders, though. Or did we end up playing the Raiders that one year? I don't know, but I feel like I have memories of Jason Campbell. But needless to say, I feel like I've only experienced 2 punters in my lifetime. I remember Sam Rocca, number 6. I remember him vividly. Did it go from Sam Rocca to Trustway? Or is there another punter before that or in between that I probably remember that I probably forgetting right now? I feel like I've only witnessed 2 punters though, because Trustway came in 2014, right? 2014, right? I think so. So I think so. I ain't gonna lie. That's low-key tough. That shows you how long, 2014. That shows you how long Trustway's been around, how consistent he's been, and how good he's been. Because I only remember 2 punters. And I think the punter before him was Sam Rocca, number 6. That just goes to show you that he was tough, that he's been tough for a decade plus, and I don't see no reason into why we should move on from Trustway, and I don't think we're going to do that. That would be an idiotic move that I don't see this front office doing. So Trustway definitely back, but I had the urge to figure that out now. Let me go ahead and look. I know it's Sam Rocca, bro. Where is special teams at for 2013? Do they not show special teams on this roster? Long snapper. I guess they don't. I guess they're not showing quarterback, running back, receiver. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm interested now to figure out, was it Sam Rocca? Because I know it was Sam Rocca, bro. I know it was. Punter. Yeah, there you go. Rocca. Sam Rocca, my fault. Severio Rocca. I always call him Sam Rocca. Yep, Severio Rocca, shorty. I remember him. Sure for sure. All right. So, yes, bring back Trustway. Next up, Dante Fowler. Yes, I want Tay Fowler back. He's 31. He's not a guy that you want playing every down, obviously. He did have double-digit sacks this year, so he's coming off of a really good year. But he's not a guy that you want playing every single snap, because he's just not a game changer. Like, he's not somebody that's a Myles Garrett, right? TJ Watt. But you want him back for depth purposes, or even shit. He could play alongside Myles Garrett. We get Myles Garrett on one side and get him on the other side. Why not? I'll even rock out with that. But as your main relying pass rush guy, can't be Tay Fowler. That's just not his game. But he played well enough. I want him back. Next guy, Michael Davis. Again, I think I speak for everybody in the world when I say we want no parts of Michael Davis. Michael Davis is absolute garbage. He's so trash, he makes St. Juice look good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm good off. I'm good off him. I'm good off Michael Davis. Next up, Zach Ertz. Yes. You remember the point in time in the season, especially after that Steelers game, in which fans was killing him. Fans was giving him the business, bro. They were giving him the business because of what he did. Because of what he did, bro. I'm like, sheesh. Like, they was killing him, dog. They was killing him because of what he did. Where he didn't get the first down. Ever since then, though, it's like he turned the corner. He said he found a love for football again, come playing for Washington, and he wants to be back. He wish he could play with Jaden Daniels his whole career. Like, man, you know? I love to hear that. Love to hear that. So I want Zach Ertz back. Next up, Cornelius Lucas. This is an interesting one for myself because in the year past, I've always been like, yeah, Cole Luke is a no-brainer. Give me Cole Luke. Give me Cole Luke. Give me Cole Luke. He was a little banged up this year. Not saying he still can't contribute if he does come back. But I don't know if it's more so now as it was in the past for me to be like, yeah, he's a no-brainer. He's one of the best swing tackles in football, which he is. But I'm sure we could do better. Well, not better, but I'm sure we can get younger. You don't have to necessarily tie yourself to a 34-year-old swing tackle. But I love Cole Luke, though. If they decide to bring him back, he's been here, was it the whole Ron Rivera tenure, 2020 to now? So he's been 5 years. Clearly, he's done something right if he's staying around this long. So I wouldn't mind bringing Cole Luke back, but unlike the past in which it was a must for me, that's not where I'm no longer at. Michael Dieter, he can go. He was ass. In the times in which he had to step in, he was absolutely trash. And he's left guard. So, I mean, I can't really judge him too hard, especially for having to step in for Tyler Biadasz that one game. But he can go. He was trash. Trent Scott. I want T. Scott back. You know, he caught the touchdown on week 3. In the times that he had to step in, he's played significantly better over the course of the season. He's gotten better. So I want Trent Scott back. He had to step in for Sam Cosmi versus the Lions, and he held it down. So I definitely want Trent Scott back. And he's 31, so he is a little up there in age, but I want him back. He could probably be the new swing tackle, honestly. I don't know how good he is at left, but he could be the new Cole Luke. Cole Luke's 34. You don't have to tie yourself to him. You know what I'm saying? T. Scott, 31. He could be the new swing tackle. Noah Igbenogany. I always put an M in his name. Igbenogany. No, I said that. Igbenogany. No, that's tough. Okay, I said it right. Igbenogany. Yes. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking Noah Igbenogany impact. I feel like people are overlooking his impact. He had a hell of a year this year, bro. And he's only 26. I think they're doing it all based off of the year that they're are they doing it based off of the age they are now, or the age that they're going to turn this season? Okay, yeah, they're doing it based off of the year that they're going to be turning this year. So he's 25 right now, but he'll be 27 November 27. Yes, I want him back. He's only 26. He's a former first-round pick, or 25. He's on 25, and he's a former first-round pick. And he played stellar this year in the slot. He played so well. I know a lot of other people aren't going to think like this because they want to upgrade that position so bad, which is fine. Do it. But, bro, Marshawn, Sam still, and Noah, bro, I wouldn't mind running back with them. I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to lie. So, yes, give me Noah Igbenogany back. Alameda Zaccheaus. How do y'all feel about Olamide Zaccheaus? Me, I wouldn't mind having OZ back because he was solid this year and he's only 28. But I feel like we're going to do so much damage at upgrading the wide receiver position this year that I feel like you only can have one of them back. You only can have one of them back. So either OZ or Dayami, because I feel like you got Terry. I feel like you're gonna get two new receivers, whether it's free agency, big splash, draft. You're gonna get two new receivers, so that's three right there. Then you're gonna have Luke, that's four. And then Dayami. I'll go with Dayami. That's five. Now you probably keep six, and then in that space you probably keep OZ. But then do you rule out Noah Brown, who will be 29? He's 28 right now, but he'll be 29. Do you rule out Noah Brown? Because I know he had a kidney issue, but if he's cleared to play, do you roll out Noah Brown? Because then at that point, you'll have a big body. We don't know what you'll do in free agency, but assuming you get a big body. So you have two big bodies. You have three speed guys. And Terry, Dayami, and I guess Luke is considered a speed guy. I mean, he isn't like OC fast, but he's considered a speed guy. That'd be interesting, but for the sake of this argument, I'll bring back OZ and Dayami. Benjamin St. Juice, I'm good. The thing about Juice is I supported him year in and year out, man. He has all the tangibles, bro. He has all the tangibles that you're looking for in a corner. 6'3", tall, lanky. He's what you want in a prototypical corner. I think it's just all mental for him now, man. And as bad as it sees me, as much as it hurts to see him go, because I feel like he can blossom into somebody great. I think that's what he needs. He needs a fresh start elsewhere because he's not trash. Like, he can play in this league. So he needs to go somewhere where he can play and get a fresh start, and maybe he has a jubilation to his career, and that'll be great for him. Jamison Crowder, OG, JC. I'm good off JC. I love him, man. He'll have a permanent seat in the House of Washington whenever he decides to hang it up. Shoot, come do some color commentary alongside London Fletcher, Brian Colbert Jr. and B. Mitch. And Logan Paulson and all those guys. You can join the color commentary squad. You're a commander. You're a skins player for life. And Jamison Crowder is only 31 right now, though. That's the crazy thing about it. I'm talking about JC as if he's Coco Luke's age, as if he's 34, 36. Like Nick Ballore age. Nick Ballore is 36. He's only 32. He'll be 32 next season, but he's 31 right now. So I'm talking about him like he's just old, which he is older, but I thought he was much older than what he is. So I'm good off JC. If they feel they need to bring him back in camp and all that because, we don't have a punt returner, then sure. But initial thoughts, nah, I'm good. Dayami Brown. DB, of course. I feel like that postseason showed what he's capable of given the opportunity. And I felt like I've been screaming for that opportunity for him for 3 years now. And he finally got it in the postseason. And I think that did wonders for his career and for his status, not only across the league, but here in Washington. I think he's going to be back. And I think going into next season, he's going to get a lot more opportunities because he proved it this year that you give me the opportunities, I'm going to make the most of them more times than I don't. So, yes, Dayami Brown's back. I would want him back. Noah Brown, again, that's an interesting one because for me, it's about how we attack free agency in the draft. He's not a guy that you must have. You can let him go, and I'm sure he'll potentially be around. Because before we got our hands on him, he got waived from a couple teams. So it ain't like nobody's like dying for Noah Brown, waiting for Noah Brown. And he had the kidney issue, so we don't know how that is holding up. So I would say off Noah Brown right now. Off Noah. Nick Bellore, 36. Special teams, Damon. Absolute beast. Absolute beast. And I want him back. 36. As long as he wants to come back and play, he can come back and play. Sheldon Day, who I did not know was 31. I did not know Sheldon Day was 31, bro. But honestly, yeah. I want him back. Sheldon Day was solid. Can you do better than Sheldon Day? I'm sure you can. But as like a rotational interior defensive lineman, a backup, I wouldn't mind having a depth piece. You don't have to like bring him back immediately. Like I'm sure Sheldon Day would be out there, but maybe practice squad or something like that. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind having him back. He has some solid moments. Jeff Driscoll, yeah. Given what we don't know with Marcus Mariota, I think he'll be in the front running seat. He'll be becoming a new backup. He's 32 years old. He'll be the new backup in the preseason. He had me thinking he should have been quarterback 2 over Marcus Mariota. I ain't gonna lie. So clearly, it's something in the tank for him as far as the backup goes. And then I think you roll with him and Sam Hartman as the 2 backups, and obviously 5 as the starter. But if Mariota back, then Mariota, Jeff Driscoll again. I would bring Mariota back. Jeremy McNichols, running back. No, I'm good off J Mac. Fumbled in the biggest game of the season. Nah, I'm good. Austin Saber, I'm good. Maybe you bring him and Zane Gonzalez back, because that's who's next, Zane Gonzalez. Maybe you bring those guys in and let them battle out for the roster spot, for the right to kick for us. But after Saber went down, Zane Gonzalez came in, and for the most part, he did do his thing. Hit some clutch kicks. You know, for especially like that Detroit game, Philly. So Saber, he went down, and that's just what happens. You get hurt, and your replacement ends up being better than you. And I don't see us being able to go back to Austin Saber, man. That Dallas game still haunts me to this day, man. We really lost that game, but I'm good off Austin Saber. Next guy, Zane Gonzalez, I want him back. And even with Zane, like I'm not completely sold on Zane, but he did enough. He showed me enough to where I'm like, okay, shorty. Like you showed some guts, even though you're very nervous and everything got to be perfect and play with your hair. You know, you showed me something, especially in the playoff games. You showed me something. So at worst, you bring him back, and have competition with him and see between him and Austin Saber, or maybe you draft somebody or you sign another free agent kicker and you let them battle it out. But yeah, I want Zane Gonzalez back. Jalen Holmes is another interesting guy. He's like Sheldon Day for me. I'll bring him back as well. Maybe practice squad him, or maybe he could be a backup interior D lineman on the active roster, because he was solid for the minimum times that he got to play. He was solid as well. Next up, Michael Walker. Nah, I'm good off Michael. I love our linebackers. I think Jordan McGee's going to have another year under his belt. He's going to be healthy next year. He's going to show out. John Bates. This is an interesting one, because you look at our tight end room now: Zach Ertz, Ben Sinnott, John Bates. Those are the 3 culprits. And why do I feel like I'm missing one? Y'all, am I missing a tight end? I feel like I'm missing a tight end. Ben Sinnott, Zach Ertz, and John Bates. Right? I feel like there's one more tight end for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like there's another tight end. Let me just double check, make sure I'm not tripping. Oh yeah, okay, Cole Turner, Kosen Yankov, but those guys aren't on the active roster. So yeah, we were good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having John Bates back. I think we should upgrade the tight end position this year, though. I think we should go out in the draft and we get a pass catching tight end, like a younger pass catcher. I want to find like a Kyle Pitts-esque kind of guy out there if it was possible. And roll with Zach Ertz, Benson, and that guy. But I wouldn't mind having John Bates around. He's a good blocker. Derek Forrest, I think we're good off Derek Forrest. I think we're good off him. And then Casimir Allen, we already signed him to a future contract. So he's going to be back on like the practice squad. And Heggie Chisholm, I don't even know how to say that shit. He's not going to be back here. So those my takes on the free agents. What says you out there? Let's go ahead and get to the comment section, and then we'll get up out of here. This has been episode 9 of the Top of the Morning Show. At 10 a.m., y'all, go in the description, click my description, because at 10 a.m., I'm dropping my first fitness video. It's my 2-month update body transformation. So make sure y'all go check that out. We're just starting over there. And we're just getting underway, man. As y'all see, I've been trying to snack on my breakfast, my ground beef and my rice before I head to the gym. But yeah, go check that out. But let's go ahead and get to the comment section and we'll get up out of here. Uptown Dre, thank you for listening to the Top of the Morning Show. Uptown Dre says, yo, my brethren, it's time to elevate edge, draft talent, and this Myles Garrett saga. Yeah, for sure, my Uptown Dre. What's good, my brother? How you doing? Appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, time to upgrade the edge rushers significantly. Yes, I agree with you on getting Myles Garrett. I agree with you with even drafting a guy. Bring back Dante Fowler as well, and I think we'll be good. Vern Northfleet says, what's up, Slim? What's up, Vern? He says, excuse the avatar. My daughter likes to change my pics. LOL. Nah, you all good, my man. You all good. Shout out to you and shout out to the fam. Alante Eldridge. He says, what's up, King? What's up, Alante? Thank you for stopping by. Redskins 3656. We need Garrett Wilson. I love G Will. Man. Why not? Why not? I love to get G Will, bro. Honestly. G-Man. What's good, G-Man? He says Juan Gotti is the GOAT. Thank you for all your hard work, bro. Nah, G-Man. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. Thank you for supporting and checking me out all the time. Shout out to you. Jake Chrisley. Let's go get Myles Garrett, bro. Let's get him. Let's go get him, bro. Let's go get him. Commanders Nation. Jay. I think he good for the locker room, but we need some sideline speed. Bobby definitely still got a lot left in the tank, if you ask me. But Jordan McGee could be that sideline speed. We could draft somebody as well if you want, or sign another guy. I don't know what's out there, but Bobby definitely needs to be here, play, and because he still can play. Like, I understand he's slow and all that at times, but he's 35. You know, what more do you want from him? You know, at least he's not Kevin Pierre-Louis, John Bostic-esque slow. But sideline speed, yeah, we definitely can upgrade that. But I think we're getting that upgrade in Jordan McGee next season. Spirit of Detroit podcast. What's up, Spirit of Detroit podcast? Wish y'all check out Spirit of Detroit podcast. Says, what's good, my guy? What's up to you, man? How you doing out there in Lions Land, Lions Nation? Shout out to you. Spirit of Detroit podcast, thank you so much for the $10 donation super chat. He says, respect from Detroit, respect from the 313. That's where I think area code is. Respect from the 313. Shout out to you, man. Non-Washington Commanders fan, but always showing love to the channel and vice versa. I'm always checking out your content as well. And since we collabed, man, we kind of been staying intertwined. And obviously, we played this upcoming season, so that's gonna be very fun. I can't wait for that. I gotta go to that game because it's gonna be out here. But yeah, shout out to you and thank you so much for the super chat, man. So kind of you, bro. Keep grinding. The real Benjamin. I don't think we're getting Garrett. I think we're going to use our picks in this draft. See, that's the thing, though. Like, I don't think Garrett is going to cost as much as I originally thought or as much as you probably think as well. Like, it's Myles freaking Garrett, bro. So, like, when you think of the name, you just assume that's going to cost 1, 2 first-round picks or high draft picks. And he's pushing 30. And we have a GM that knows how to finesse. So I don't think we're gonna have to give up as many picks as we originally thought. But yeah, we're definitely gonna use our picks this year. But giving up 29, I'm for that, bro. 29 is basically a second round pick, and not saying we can't do damage with it. But if you're telling me give up 29 for a caliber player of a Myles Garrett, and we're trying to push all the chips forward for a Super Bowl, come on, what we talk about? Eric Fortis Jr. What's good, Eric? He says pick up Garrett, Reddick, Murphy Jr., and our defense is top 5. I forgot about Hassan Reddick. I wanted Hassan Reddick so long ago, bro. Like, I wanted him so long ago because he was kind of like that guy that never got loved or respect by our organization, but he always put up good numbers. A lot of people have him going back to Arizona though. He's 30 years old, so he's around that Tay foul range. I think if you bring in if you overload an edge like that and you go Hassan Reddick and Myles Garrett, you don't bring back Tay foul because Tay foul did have 10.5 sacks this year, so you don't want to discredit him too much. And like try to say, oh look, yeah, you gonna be behind now. Not just one guy, but 2 guys, and he's gonna go to the bench. He's gonna be like, he probably be like, nah, I'm good. I don't wanna play here no more. But stands for this year, the last 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. Going back to 2020, he has double-digit sacks. Hassan Reddick in 2020, 12.5. Hassan Reddick in 2021, 11, 2022, 16 with Philly, 2023, 11 with Philly, and then 2024 he had just 1 sack. But we know the drama with them this year. He had missed all of camp and all that because he wanted a new contract and all that. So I'm not holding this year against him, and I would love to get him here in Washington. Sure. Murphy Jr. That'd be tough. Is that Murphy Jr. from Minnesota? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that Murphy Jr. from Minnesota? Byron Murphy? I believe so. He's 27. Ooh. He did have a good year this year. We'll see. That's interesting. You go with Noah. You go with Sammer still. Yeah, well, that cornerback room could be good. Lattimore, Byron Murphy Jr., Sammer still, and Noah. Ooh, that's sneaky. Salute, comrade, and solid content. Salute to you, Uptown Dre. Thank you. And last comment we got, my guy Bloodshot Sports. What would you give up for Myles Garrett? Price might be too high. I don't think the price is too high for a team pushing it all to the front, if you ask me. That's just me, though. Like, we're pushing all the chips forward, and we want to go to the Super Bowl and win. So, I'm giving up. I wouldn't mind giving up, like, my 20. I wouldn't give up 20. I wouldn't mind giving up 29 and a player, maybe like a 29 and Deron. I wouldn't mind giving up like my 2nd and 4th, and maybe like a player or something like that. I don't know. I'll do some homework, but I don't think it's going to be as much as we think. I don't think the price is gonna be that much higher, like as high as we assume. But you would have to give up something. It's Myles Garrett, and I wouldn't mind giving up stuff like that because again, we're pushing all the chips forward to win. But yeah, y'all. That's the last comment. Shout out to my guy Bloodshot Sports. Make sure y'all check him out. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Episode 9 in the books of Top of the Morning Show. We'll be back Friday, episode number 10, with more of Top of the Morning. Rest of the slate today. I'm just now about to upload my fitness video, so make sure y'all go check that out. But I have a video dropping, 2 videos dropping today on this channel, and yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow or maybe today, who knows? But you guys know I'm gonna be live. I'm always live. Y'all just gotta catch me. And yeah, y'all, let's answer this last question, and we'll get out of here. We'll upload that fitness video. Make sure y'all check that out. Juan Gotti doing fitness. That link is down below in the comment section, description. The shiny ones. Give up a third to the Bengals for Trey Hendrickson, draft Shamar Stewart. Damn, Myles, he wants to be a Cowboy. He's delusional, thinking he can win there. I ain't gonna let you say damn Myles Garrett, though. I ain't gonna lie. Myles Garrett is too tough. He can want to be a Cowboy if he wants. He's Myles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can go wherever he wants, bro. You know, because he seems that he's that good. But I'm sure he'll rather come to Washington than Dallas after seeing this past season. Give up a third for Trey Hendrickson. I wouldn't mind that. The thing is about Trey Hendrickson, what is he, 32? And he's still good, though. He's coming off a 16-sack season again. So I wouldn't mind trading for Trey Hendrickson. He's only 30. Okay. He just turned 30. So Myles Garrett just turned 29. And Trey Hendrickson just turned 30. And you'll kind of be in the same boat. That's interesting. Now that you said, now that I looked up his age, I thought he was 32. 16 and a half or 17 and a half this year, 17 and a half last year, 8 2022, 2021, 14 2020, 13. That's sneaky. That's actually shiny ones. I ain't gonna lie. That's interesting that you say that. Trey Hendrickson, but I don't know if Cincinnati's willing to move on from him. Like, he didn't ask for a trade. I think Cincinnati just got a new defensive coordinator. I don't think I don't know if they're going to be as eager to move on from him as like a Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett requested a trade, and Cleveland could be stubborn and say we're not going to move on from him, bro. You're going to have to move on from him. Either that or he's going to be holding out. So we'll talk about it though. That's interesting. I'll definitely talk about that. They can't pay him. Well, in that case, bring him to Washington and shit. We'll talk about it though. I'm about to go ahead and head to recording these videos, and I'll catch y'all on episode number 10, Top of the Morning Show, and catch me live throughout the week again as well, and constantly checking the channel back for more videos. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. When we're at 9,000 subscribers, I'll catch y'all